Hello, it's me and welcome to the last part of my 6x8 mini album series. In this video I'm going to show you the album that I've put together that was the Cherry Cobbler version. The other two have now been gifted to our next door neighbours who are enjoying printing photos and getting them into the album, so I'm absolutely thrilled that they are doing that, and apparently their daughter was delighted that it was a double gift, one for her brother, her newly born brother, and one for her. So I know how to look after sisters. Let me flip the camera down and show you the finished album. So this is using items from the new mini catalogue the Stampin' Up have released or are releasing in September. And there is a suite that is the Wintry Treetops stamp set and dies and matching designer series paper. There's twine, there's all sorts. So that's what I've used, and that's why I was using Cherry Cobbler, because that is the colour, that is the red that's used here. Now I've used both A sides and B sides. I've added this ribbon, which I don't know if this is still current, but because the ribbon that goes with this album is not ribbon, it's twine, I wanted a ribbon, and this is just a really nice wide ribbon that I could include. So let's have a look. It's the same basic design as the others, but oh, those are the dimensions I need on my website. So we've got, this is one of those sheets where there's the pattern top and bottom, so you can actually make 6 cards out of it really easily just by cutting it to size, but I've used it for the front piece. There is a little wing up here, but I'm happy with that. Then this blue tit is so sweet, and a robin. So it's, oh, and a coal tit. Love a coal tit. So it's a kind of mix of birds. I have done some stamping. The dies in the the images in the stamp set are this pair and this one, which are these. You can die cut them from the paper, but I wasn't going to have enough paper if I did that, because I only had the one pack. So I've actually stamped, coloured and die cut. It is a little fussy putting this on top of this paper, but I'm kind of comfortable with that. And of course this is a slidey spot, and then this is that paper again, another slidey spot. Now, okay, so when I came to colouring the images of this bird, sorry, I just want to get that back in properly. There we go. It's crooked, but never mind. So this was a bit of a challenge, because it's lighter than light Cherry Cobbler, and because I was going to be using the paper as well as the stamped and coloured images, I needed them to be pretty similar. So these are really very close in colour. This is actually Coastal Cabana, and I used Pool Party, but that's fine because we don't have Coastal Cabana as a blend. I say we, Stampin' Up. I'm not a Stampin' Up demonstrator at the moment. So for this, which does match reasonably well, I did use Cherry Cobbler for the shading, for the dark. So if I bring that up, so for the dark areas, that is dark Cherry Cobbler. But for the light areas, now trust me on this one, it's light Moody Mauve, and I think it was light, yes, light Pretty in Pink. Just trust me on that one. It did make a difference whether you put the Moody Mauve down first or the Pretty in Pink, and I honestly can't remember which I did. I think I did Moody Mauve and then the pink, can't remember, but I think that's what I did. But it was light in both, and it ended up at about the right colour. It took a bit of experimentation, but so this is a slidey slide with just a strip. And again, we've got that lovely bird image. I love this paper. This has to be my favourite of them. It's just so cute. And of course we have got slide bits, pockets. I didn't put designer paper on the pocket pieces because I was running out of designer paper. And so I've used Blueberry Bushel and Copper Clay. And again, I've used the Keeping Tabs punch. And again, we've got a slidey here, and then another of our images over here with another slidey. Plain, slidey. And you can see how close that colouring is. So that worked well. Another slidey, and yes, we've got a tuck up the top. That beautiful paper again, and the bird over there. Slidey, another of our duo of birds, and another pocket. Duo of birds and a slidey, and then this again. Now what you will have noticed, and a slidey, what you will have noticed is I haven't put this image on this paper because that will highlight the fact that it's not quite the same colour. Very close but not quite. So I will have I will link the preceding videos that I've done on the Pool Party and Blushing Bride Retired Colour, Blushing Bride albums. I'll link the videos below here, but I wanted you to see this just so that you can see what it looked like with this. I think it works really nicely. You could have this either as a Christmas or as a winter project. It doesn't have to be Christmas, and I don't think, so the sentiments on the stamp set are sending thanks and much love, thinking of you always, and a friend like you brings me happiness. So it is not a Christmas stamp set. It is a winter stamp set, and I am delighted by that. My late father's birthday was in December. My sister-in-law's birthday is in November. I have friends who have got birthdays in December. We don't want Christmas. My birthday's in November. We don't want Christmas everywhere just because we're coming into December. But I love this paper. The stamp set is really cute. It's one I'm going to keep. Oh, and I should add, that's not a tucky. Some of these are tuckies, so that you can tuck into. No, that one you can't, but some of them you can tuck into, some of them less so. Obviously that one you can't because this is the tuck. So there we go. I mean, it needs a title. I haven't decided what I'm going to put in it yet, so it doesn't have a title, but I can easily put a title on it when I know what it's going to be. And there's enough room, because I leave the 1/4 inch between each page, there's enough room to add extra bits, because once you've got photos and memorabilia in there, it will bulk up a bit and will then tie straight, probably. So that was the theory behind that. And of course, the pages open flat because we took all that time preparing our hinge. So yeah, there you go. So I hope you have been inspired by that album. If you've enjoyed this, a thumbs up would always be amazing. If you've got any questions or comments, you can leave those below the description bar. As I say, I will try and remember to link the other 3 videos in the description bar, and then this video will be over on my website along with some photographs. Thank you very much indeed, and I look forward to seeing you again for something a little different next week. Bye for now.